Every Ramadan, the devils are chained.
Why are you chaining me? Why am I being imprisoned?
That's what the Prophet Muhammad told us. Not weakened, not distracted, chained. But if that's true, if the devils are chained, then why do lies still spread? Why does theft still exist? Why do people still drink what poisons them? If Satan is restrained, why does sin remain? The Prophet Muhammad spoke with divine certainty. In Sahih Bukhari and Sahih Muslim, two of Islam's most authentic books, he said, "When Ramadan begins, the gates of paradise are opened, the gates of hellfire are closed, and the rebellious devils are chained." Note the words, "Al-Marada min ash-shayatin," the most defiant among them, not Iblis himself. He begged Allah for respite until Judgment Day and received it.
Give me time until the day of judgment, and I will mislead every human.
But his fiercest soldiers, restrained, imprisoned, silenced. And yet, mosques still echo with whispered judgments, screens still glow with forbidden content, hearts still ache with envy. So what does this chaining really mean? If the strongest whispers are silenced, why does temptation survive? Why does anger ignite over an empty parking spot? Why does the soul drift during Taraweeh, lost in tomorrow's worries? This haunted scholars for centuries. Was it literal chains of fire, or a spiritual reduction, a dimming of influence? Because Ramadan doesn't feel like paradise on earth. It feels like a quieter battlefield. The explosions have stopped, but the landmines remain. And now you can finally see them. Ibn Taymiyyah clarified with piercing insight. The chaining doesn't erase every whisper. It removes the loudest interference, like turning down a storm to a breeze. The wind still blows, but now you hear your own breath, your own heartbeat, your own thoughts unfiltered.
You don't need him. You chose this yourself.
Your ego, your unexamined self. Outside Ramadan, blame flows easily.
It wasn't me. Ugh. Shaytan made me do it.
Shaytan made me snap at my mother. He whispered to me to skip prayer.
He tempted me to lie.
Convenient, comfortable, false. Because in Ramadan, when the external pressure lifts, the same sins emerge, the same impatience, the same cravings, the same scrolling addiction, and suddenly the excuse evaporates. Because if Satan is restrained, and you still chose to gossip, who made that choice?
No, that was you.
Ramadan doesn't remove your enemy, it removes your alibi. Imagine a scientist studying addiction. He doesn't just remove the drug. He creates a controlled environment, removes external triggers, then observes what happens when the push is gone. Does the subject heal, or does the craving remain? Proving it was never just about the substance. This is Ramadan, Allah's sacred laboratory.
Now, let us see what remains without the whisper.
For 1 month, he reduces the external chaos, not to make you perfect, but to show you where perfection is needed. The struggle doesn't vanish, it clarifies. You stop fighting shadows and finally face the source. Think of a smoker who blames peer pressure for every cigarette. Then lockdown comes. No friends, no parties, just him and the craving. The craving remains because the addiction was never in the peers, it was in him. Ramadan is a spiritual lockdown. No Satan pushing, just you and your patterns.
You don't need Satan. I'm already part of you.
And if you still reach for your phone during suhoor, still snap at your sibling, still feel envy watching others' lives, the uncomfortable truth emerges. Some chains were never on Satan, they were on you, forged by your own choices, worn by your own consent. This is not punishment, this is mercy disguised as silence. Allah could have left Satan roaring all year, but he gives you 30 days of reduced static so the signal can come through, the signal of your own conscience, the signal of Quranic truth, the signal of a heart that wants to return, but couldn't hear itself over the noise. Ramadan isn't about making evil disappear. It's about making you audible again. Notice this sacred shift. In Ramadan, tears come easier in prayer. Charity feels like breathing. The Quran's words land deeper. Why? Because the path isn't suddenly shorter. The resistance is simply lower. Like walking uphill with wind at your back versus wind in your face. The mountain remains. But now you can climb. Allah says in the Quran, fasting is prescribed for you so that you may attain taqwa, not so you become sinless, but so you see yourself clearly enough to choose righteousness without needing the enemy removed first. Here is your test. Starting now, for one full day of Ramadan, catch yourself the moment you think Shaytan made me do this.
If he is truly chained right now, would you still have chosen this?
Pause, breathe, ask one question. If Satan were truly chained right now, would I still have chosen this? Be honest, no judgment, just clarity. Then comment below with what you discover, not to perform, but to witness, because thousands are doing this together, creates a mirror none of us can avoid. The systems keep running. Ramadan doesn't break your chains. It shows you which ones you're still holding on to.
I didn't need to push. You were already walking.
When the enemy disappears, who am I really fighting? And which chains am I still wearing?